Hi there, this is Snow City Tarot, and I'm here with a pick a card reading. Today's topic will be singles, what's coming in September. So, I'll be covering a couple things, mainly your energy towards it, what's coming, challenges that you'll face, and then hopefully I can follow it up with some advice that might be helpful for you. I strongly urge people to only pick these if they are single or looking for love, actively looking for love. If you're reading this or picking these for any other reason, I would question whatever information you get from it because that wasn't my intention. The intention is only set for singles for this reading. So, you have 5 options to choose from, 4 of which are going to hopefully be listed in my Etsy shop soon. If you like these pendants, you can purchase them. Also, I have my pendulum here, so I'm going to follow up the readings with a yes or no question of your choice regarding your singleness. And so please pick from one of these pendants, and you can find the timestamps in the description box below, and I'll get started. Group 1, this is for those of you that picked Labradorite pendant number 1. This is your reading. So, we're going to be looking into singles, love in September. So, group 1. What is your energy towards love and finding love in the month of September? We'll see what can you expect, what will be coming your way in the month of September, if anything. What challenges might you face in the area of love in the month of September? And then advice. Oops. Okay, we'll take it. So, okay, that's your energy towards it this September. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're looking at some interesting things going on. Overall, it looks like you're going to be single for the month of September, and it doesn't look like you're going to be particularly interested in anything else besides sulking over some situation that did not work out, is kind of what that looks like. However, death doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to be in any good of mood. It could mean that you're ready to kind of try something new, but can we clarify the death card? Oops. Okay, now I guess you're going to be kind of in your feelings. Sorry to say, group 1. It does look like if you're having any trouble this month, it may be continuing on into next month. You may be having some issues with a person. I feel like you might be in a situation where it's already kind of like not so good. You may not have completely cut the cord on that yet, but it's possible that that is what you plan to do. I think that if you're here looking for what next month is, it's kind of more of like you're kind of seeing what the prospects are, but if you're not fully detached from that situation, it doesn't appear like it's going to be a very prosperous month in the area of single love, because you're not really single. You're still kind of emotionally attached. You may say that you're kind of like the flame's dead and you're not interested, but you're still kind of attached. So what's coming your way is just going to be sort of not a great view for things. You're kind of still in this really negative sort of headspace where you're really focused on what didn't work out last time, and you're going to be really kind of in your own grief for a little while. You haven't gone through those 7 stages at this point, so you can't expect to just kind of like get over it so quickly. Can I clarify what the challenge is here? The 2 of Cups. Okay, High Priestess. The challenge here could be your psychology, your mourning, your sadness still over this situation here, and that's the main challenge overall. You're still really hung up on this. you know, I feel like this might be a situation where you thought something was a certain way. You know, maybe you felt like you could have trusted this person. Maybe you felt like and you had a very close connection, and then you found out that it wasn't what you thought it was. So I feel like your challenge this month is trying to trust your gut instinct again, because you feel like it may have betrayed you. And that's really what you're suffering with this month. So this month, let's not put it in the perspective of, you know, you're single, what's coming your way in the month of September. We can kind of look at this closer to how is it that you're going to heal in the month of September, so then in the month of October you can be single again. So your advice here is the King of Swords. King of Swords is here. This is somebody who's kind of detached in a healthy way, though. Detached in a healthy way where you're not letting your feelings run your life. You're not letting your imagination run away with you. You're being very practical. You're being very calm and cautious and collected. And I think that this is saying that if you can take on the King of Swords energy here, you can kind of move forward towards something and maybe approach it from like a sterile approach, and then perhaps maybe you could do you know, some counseling maybe would be a good thing, because this King of Swords, he's a really great talker. He can counsel really well. He's got great ideas. Not very emotional, but that's why he's a great impartial, non-partial observer. So this could also be saying that if this isn't the energy that you're in, maybe you should talk to somebody who's like this, who can kind of balance you out and rationalize, like not rationalize, but kind of bring you back to a rational state where you're not feeling so emotional. Let's see here. Can I clarify the King of Swords for advice still? You know, and if you're ready to go out, like say this isn't so fresh and you're ready to go out and meet people, don't get attached too quickly. That's kind of what this is saying. Kind of expect people to come in and come out of your life, and you'll be completely fine moving towards something new, as long as you're like, I'm not going to have really high expectations. If this is awesome, it's awesome. If it's not, it's not. And you'll pass it on because you didn't get attached. So King of Swords, I got the Ace of Wands. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this is kind of like using your rational mind to reestablish your self-esteem. This is excellent. This is kind of taking your mind, focusing it on your more the attributes that you want to sell. Focus on those. Focus on making those the best, you know? And if that's your rational mind, work on that. For the most part, though, I think that this is going to be a very mind over heart sort of situation in order to move past this. So that's what you're looking at for the month of September. It's healing. Don't look at this as negativity, because it's not. It's saying that next month is going to be a month focused on repairing what you lost or regaining what you lost, which is your independence and your happiness, you know? So don't look at this as a month full of wallowing in pain and sorrow. Eventually you will recover from this, okay? So let's get the pendulum going. And you can ask a yes or no question of your choosing. And if you feel like the pendulum doesn't match up here, you can try picking a second time on another one. I wouldn't pick the rest of them, but like, you know, maybe give it a second try on another one. If it's no twice, then just take it as a no. If it's yes, you know, maybe take that one if that feels good, you know. That's kind of average it out, you know, if you don't think this is correct, you know, because you are asking the question here. So clockwise is yes, counterclockwise is no, and I'm going from my perspective, just so you know, okay? So let's start. Think of your question and ask away. This is going clockwise, so we'll say it's a yes. Your answer is yes. All right, thanks for watching Group 1. I'm going to move on to Group 2 now. Hello, Group 2 singles. This is your reading. You got the, you picked the black Onyx pendant. This one will hopefully be up in my shop fairly soon. It's a nice little pendant. It's good size. It's excellent for protection against negative energies or just protecting your field around you. It's a very auspicious black stone, so if you're interested in that, that'll be up hopefully within the coming days. But let's get to your reading. Oops, almost dropped this thing. Then it's not sellable. Oh no, it's discounted then. Everyone's gonna wish for me to drop my pendants. Drop them, Snow. Okay, so singles. What are your energies towards romantic love this September of 2020? What will be coming your way? Oops, that's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take those. What will be coming your way in love in the month of September? What challenges might you face in the month of September? And what is the advice? What are the advice? What is the advice going forward? All right, let's take a look. Your energy is the Page of Swords. What's coming your way? The Hanged Man. What challenges might you face is the King of Wands and the advice. It looks like you're kind of in a curious energy. Maybe you're not ready to get out there yet, but you are shopping around perhaps. It does look like it may be a situation where you get a few nibbles on your line as you're going relationship fishing. You might get a few nibbles. You might have to let them go. You might have to maybe do some waiting. There might be a waiting game. Like I feel like maybe you're the type of person that's like gonna surf, not really update a profile, but kind of like lurk on a dating site or lurk on someone's Instagram or lurk in their Facebook and kind of just scope it out, see what's going on. And then from there, you might be deciding whether or not you want to proceed. You're very careful because you're obviously in the mood of doing reconnaissance here. The Page of Swords is a spy. So you're definitely doing some shopping, but you're not committing just yet. And your advice is kind of like, continue shopping, of course. So that's kind of the general energy that you're gonna be in. Now the challenge is the King of Wands. So this might be a particular person that you're thinking of. Can we clarify the King of Wands? Clarify the King of Wands, please. Okay, you might be shopping because you're leaving a situation. We got the King of Wands. So your challenge might be that this person is not quite out of your periphery yet. They're not out of your rear view mirror. You can still see them behind you and you're not quite moved on from them just yet, which is maybe why you're playing it safe here with this one. And that's why you're kind of shopping. You may not even be completely out of this situation, honestly. You might still be kind of involved, but not... not connected, but still involved. So, this could be saying that there's more challenge in leaving this person than you originally than you would hoped for. In some cases, some of you might be relationship hoppers, and if that's the case, that's kind of a codependent behavior. Just off the, just for those of you that are looking for someone to kind of like bridge the gap between people, if that's kind of what you're looking at, you don't really want to do that because it's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for the next relationship, and it also is kind of speaking of codependent behavior where you can't really be alone with yourself, so you have to have someone else. So that's something that you should be worried. Not worried, I'm sorry, don't be worried. That's something that you should be aware of, that if you're thinking of doing something like that, really think about the effects that will have for you in the long run, because that can get you into situations that are unhealthy in the sense that you say you want to live with someone, but you're too afraid to leave them, and that as a result you're staying in this relationship where you're dependent on them for housing. That's tough. That's a bigger issue than I can address here. but just know that that really sets your next relationship up for some trouble. Not saying it's 100% going to be a failure, but it isn't going to be ideal. Just you know, you want to start something new with a new healthy foundation. So, I'm curious about this hangman a little bit here. But you're definitely going to be curious. You're going to be snooping it out. You're going to be scoping it out. In fact, maybe for some of you, if you're thinking of leaving, you're kind of strategizing. Can we clarify the hangman for what's coming? You may even have like a special realization or something with this. Hang on. The cards are getting all jumpy. Yeah, no, I think this is probably more about you fishing for stuff, kind of planning. You're in the planning stages, so you might see a few people online that you're interested in, but you're not entirely ready to commit to start talking to people. You're just kind of seeing what's out there, testing the waters a little bit, and your advice is kind of to continue doing that. Can I get a clarifier for the Three of Wands? Yeah. All right, we'll take it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you just need a little bit of time scoping things out, waiting for things to come in. You may even send a message out to someone and you're waiting to hear back, whether this is a dating site or you're sending someone a DM or something like that. It does look like there's going to be something that you're waiting for. It's telling you to be patient. It's telling you to be confident. And don't exhaust exhaust all your options is what this is saying. So if you're, sending out a line, don't exclude people. Like if you kind of like someone, talk to them. If you're not not saying like just like throw it out to anybody like some dude on the street, but more like I'm saying a lot. I'm sorry. But drop it, how to describe what I'm trying to say without saying Don't rule out people that could be possibly a good combination with. Don't rule out those people. You want to exhaust all of your resources, so make sure to check out more than one site. Check out more than Instagram. Check out more than your friends, your circle of friends. Maybe consider going out into a social event or a social gathering. Hopefully not too big and 6 feet across. And find someone that way. So you want to be more exploratory when it comes to other things. But most of all, though, have confidence that you'll do well and you'll find someone. And don't feel nervous if you don't get a message back on something. The trick to this is not really being concerned with what other people think of you. And I know that seems really difficult. I feel like you guys are Libras. Please like and comment if you're Libras, because this feels very Libran. And, I know something about that. So, yeah, I think that you just need to be patient. Don't worry about what other people think about you. Be as authentic as you can. If you want to talk about cool stuff like, I don't know, nuclear explosions or radiation poisoning, or if you want to talk about bats or how many bones are in the human body, go ahead. Talk about that. You'll attract better people if you talk about that stuff. If you want to be weird, please let your freak flag fly. Because you'll get more authentic relationships if you let yourself do that. So you want to be your unique self, and you guys may be very smart. Don't avoid looking smart. Just be smart. If you're smart, be smart. Don't try to dumb things down. You want someone who's on your level. All right. So I'm going to move to the Pentacles. I'm going to move to the Pendulum, and from there you can pick your own yes or no question. I'd say try to leave it in the same vein as this reading, like love related. or like singles related. If this doesn't resonate with you, this question, you can always test another pile. Just fast forward through the pile and go to the pendulum part. As always, if it doesn't add up to you, you can always come and get a private reading with me. Those are better anyway, and my readings are very affordable, so please consider that. So what we're going to do is counterclockwise is clockwise is yes, counterclockwise is no. So I'm going to get the momentum going on this, and we'll see what's yes or no. So ask your question and let's go. It looks like it could be a no. So counterclockwise, group 2, your answer is no. Okay, thanks for watching. Do consider getting a private reading with me, and I'm going to move on to group 2, or group 3, sorry. Hello, group 3. This is your reading, the Labradorite pendant number 2. That will hopefully be up in my shop. If it's not up in my shop, harass me because I probably didn't list it, depending on when this posts. So, we're going to be asking about your singles life, your single love life, and looking for love in the month of September 2020. So let's look at, what is your general energy towards, oh my gosh, these flipped, all too many flipping. Was that everybody? Sorry. I hate it when the big one, like when they all flip in a chunk, because that's not usable. So, what's your energy going to be towards dating and your love life in the month of, okay, we'll take it. In the month of September, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. What might you be running into? What might you be encountering this September 2020 in love? Okay. What challenges might you face? What challenges might you face? Oops. Okay. And what's advice going forward for group 3, please? Interesting. Advice. So, God, I'm getting different stages of like emotional recovery throughout the readings. It's kind of interesting. So what energy are you going to be in? This is a very kind energy that you're going to be in. Very nurturing, very stable, and very, I want to say very caring, very sincere. It's healthy. Honestly, you're in a very healthy state of being for this month. Practical, though. And also, you're going to be somebody, you're going to be feeling kind of ambitious, too. Like you'll be able to get what it is that you want. So what will be coming your way? The Emperor. This could literally be a person that you're going to encounter. This could be a very authoritative, very traditional man. So if you're not into that, that might be kind of like a, ooh, maybe not, like so great. But if you don't mind a guy who likes to go out and, I don't know, lumberjack things, like chop down a tree. Somebody who likes to be very authoritative and masculine, the guy who likes to be macho. This isn't a sensitive guy. This is somebody who's very, authoritative. Now, if you're a girl looking for a girl or you're a man looking for a girl, this can still be somebody who's quite dominant, regardless of their gender. If this is somebody that's coming your way, this person is going to be very dominant. They may own their own business. They may be in charge of people at work. They may be very bossy. But if you're kind of into that and you kind of want somebody who is that sort of dominant caretaker, like this person may be bossy, but they'll take care of you. They'll make sure that you're taken care of. unfortunately, they don't. Depending on the darker side of the Emperor, this person could be a little bit of a chauvinist if you're a woman looking for a man. And this could be somebody who thinks that you should, that they want to spoil you and they want you to stay at home. But if that's not your jam, then this person may not be for you. However, you may have a good time with this person and enjoy their company. Don't get this wrong. This person's not going to be like crazy and abusive or anything like that, because that's not where I'm going with this. This is not where I'm not going to pick that up in a reading like this. So if you're worried about somebody being too authoritative or too bossy or too pushy or abusive, don't think that. This person is not for you. Then you can probably just walk away from that if you do run into someone like that. But this person is a self-starter, perhaps. Could be an Aries even, or someone with a lot of first house placements. They may be very in tune with their body, their personality. They could be very self-aware even. So this is someone who may be, like I said, very macho and authoritative. But they could also be somebody that is comfortable with and I'm only pulling this from the first house elements, as this is somebody who may focus on the self, may focus on their personal development. So this person could be athletic even. They may be interested in big, dangerous sports, like shooting guns or jumping out of planes or, something really exciting. This person could be a daredevil. So that's kind of what's coming your way. Now, I kind of want to pull a clarifier for this, because there is an element to the Emperor that can indicate a blockage as well. So in the event that this isn't, some of you, it will be this person. For some of you, it may be a blockage. So let's see here. Clarify the Emperor, please. This could be the government, honestly. Sometimes the Emperor can represent the government. No, it's a person. Hooray! It's a person. It could also mean, it could also say that there's a blockage here, but I'm asking, like, what good is coming your way? So this is probably most likely a person that's coming that will stir your feelings. So this is actually very good news. Now, what's the difficulty here? What's the challenge? We got the Two of Cups and we've got the Page of Swords. I think you may like this person, and this person may come to you. They may kind of flirt with you. They may offer you this, plant this little seed of potential in your mind for these feelings to kind of germinate. But with the Two of Cups here and the Page of Swords, I feel like you might be a little bit nervous. Like you may not have enough information about this person. Maybe you're going to have a case of verbal diarrhea. In its downside, the Page of Swords may not know what to say. The Page of Swords may not be the most articulate person in the downfall, because this is a challenge position. So there may be like a disconnect between you and this person that makes you feel like maybe there might be some frustration about this. Okay, so but the thing is, I asked for a challenge, right? So this is gonna give me a challenge. The scale of the challenge you'll face could be very small or very big, because this is a general reading. So just be aware of that the challenge is here because I asked for it. It doesn't guarantee that it's going to be a ginormous challenge. It's just going to be, maybe you don't know how to make small talk, or you feel a little awkward. So advice, we got the Ten of Swords. Advice is usually saying that, you can pick yourself back up after you hit rock bottom. It's more of a reminder, to be honest, that once there's only one way to go but up. So this could be suggesting that you need to keep a good perspective, a good spirit. Don't give up so easily. Can we clarify the Ten of Swords for advice? Okay. Maybe suggesting that you have to end something before you can start this. Maybe you have to end some way of thinking, or you might have to give up some kind of principle. You may have to sacrifice some time, or, you know, because this is just a month. This isn't saying that you have to like sell your house to be with this person. This could be like maybe you have to shift a day at work and trade it with someone else to go and meet with this person. This could also be saying that, you know, maybe you have to pay for your food or something. Although with this guy, I'm not so sure that's true. This person will probably prefer to pay. So maybe that's what this is saying. You know, maybe if you go out with this person, you know, you may have difficulty, you may have concerns that maybe this person and you aren't working harmoniously. Like maybe this person, like I said, is too traditional and you're kind of wondering if it's going to work out. You might have doubts here that this may work out. And this is saying that maybe you can sacrifice those doubts. Maybe you can end those doubts. If you have this really stubborn perspective that like you're like if you're like a woman and you're very like assertive and, you know, you always want to go Dutch on your dinners and stuff like that, this could be saying that you might want to kind of give up that little piece of power so that this person can feel important to the connection. You may want to just give up that ounce of power so that you can let this person feel secure and empowered. This person probably wants to pay for you because it makes them feel secure. This is their comfort zone. This is how they express affection. And if you block this and you don't let this happen, you could be pushing this person out by not expressing themselves in the way that they prefer. If that's the case though, and you don't like that, you absolutely don't like that, this could be saying that you may want to pass on this. Okay? So, I'm not going to go any further into that. If you would like to know more, you can get a private reading. I am going to move on to the pendulum here. So this is a yes or no question you can ask. It could be in regards to the questions that we answered today, or it could, ooh, I put those in the wrong way. Or you can, you can really ask whatever you want. If you want to give it a good, like 3 times a charm, you can go into other readings, pick those ones, because every one of these has a pendulum at the end. So if you wanted to go to another reading and fast forward to the pendulum to see if you get a yes, and a no means a yes, that's one thing. That way you can rule it out, or you can just take the answer as it is here. So counterclockwise is no, and clockwise is yes. So give it a good thought about what question you want to ask. And I'm gonna get the momentum started, and we'll see where it goes. 1, 2, 3. Ask your question. Okay, that's a pretty strong no. Group. What am I? Group 3? Is this group 3? Yeah. So that's a pretty strong no, we'll say, to whatever question you were asking. And yeah, I'm gonna. That'll be the end of this reading. I'm going to move on to group 4. Thank you for watching. Please consider getting a reading with me on my Etsy below. I have the link. My readings start very, very affordably at $10. So I will move on. Thanks for watching. Hello, group 4. I don't know my numbers. This is Lapis. This is going to be hopefully up in my shop within the coming days. This is a Lapis pendant with the sterling silver sides. Very good for those of you who like to connect to the higher beings. Like to activate your crown chakra. I believe that this is one that can help that. I think it's also very good for the throat chakra for expressing yourself and receiving messages. So, with that out of the way, what am I looking? We're going to ask, what is love going to be like for you in September? Let me just get this part out of the way. All right. So, what's your energy towards the love world in the month of September, group 4? What might you encounter? What good will you encounter, perhaps, in the... What's coming, rather? What's coming to you in the month of September 2020 in love? What's coming to you? What challenges might you face in the area of love and romance in September September 2020. And what advice is there for you moving forward? Oh, there it is. Okie dokie. So what are we looking at? Your general energy, what might be coming your way, your challenge, and your advice. I think some of you might be in the lockdown area, because I do think that maybe this is going to be more of like a social blockade for you. Because your general energy is going to be kind of apathetic with the Four of Cups. Like you're not really into it. You might assume that whatever is coming your way is just not going to take off. You might have a very pessimistic view on this, maybe. Why are we feeling like this? Why are they feeling like this? Knight of Cups. You might be waiting for somebody specific. And it's like you're single. You want that specific person. But you may be forsaking all others, but still remaining single until this person comes your way. That could be that. Because in the category here of what's coming your way, we have strength. So this could be indicating that you're kind of not really letting the situation go. There could be somebody that's on your mind, and you're kind of like stuck on them like a vice grip, and it's like nothing's coming your way because you're not gonna let them come your way in a way. Can we clarify the strength card, please? I got that flipping. Yeah. And so there's some kind of situation. Honestly, you're kind of in the way of you're hindering your own improvement here. You're hindering your own progress here, because it looks like you're trying to. You're really looking out for that one person that you can't probably be with easily, and it just looks like you are, like I said, forsaking all others for this person to come along. And even this kind of indicates that somebody could come along to try to help you, or somebody could come along and offer something to you, but you kind of like, no, get out of here. Get out of here, pest. I'm waiting for this person. And that's kind of what I'm seeing, is like you're kind of blocking them out and saying, no, I have to wait for Knight of Cups. If Knight of Cups is not coming, then I'm not going with anyone else. And it's a very stubborn energy here that you're in. So it does look like, maybe someone's come to your door and they're knocking on your door and you're looking out and it's not Knight of Cups and you're like, whatever, I'm not here, I'm home but hiding. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. So what challenges will you face? Well, besides your own personality here, your own standards and what you want. Queen of Swords. Clarify the challenges that are in the Queen of Swords, please. The Five of Cups. Again, like I said, you're very much hung up on this other person. You're very much avoiding anything else coming your way. We got these two cups here, and this is you. You're too busy looking at what you can't have to notice all the things that you can have. And you're very, it's like very strange, because this is quite emotional, but this could be you here being represented by the Queen of Swords. This could also be explaining your mental state, is you're being very clear with yourself, very controlled, that, if it's this, it's nothing. It is almost like, it's very stubborn. But so this is really just what you're going to have to, these are obstacles and challenges that you're going to be putting up. And I don't mean to call anyone out. I'm just telling you what you need to hear. And I'm non-partial, because I don't know who you are on the other side of the camera. But what it looks like here is that you're kind of standing in your own way. And this will not lead to any success, because you're too hung up on a situation with someone who's not showing up. Now, what's interesting is the Knight of Cups. This could actually represent the person that you're thinking of. And if there's those of you like, I don't know this situation, this isn't the pile for you. But Knight of Cups is here saying that this is somebody that is maybe leading you on. This person is wishy-washy. They will probably be a flirt one day and then ignore you the next. This person has made you feel like they're coming to come and take you out, or, at some point they're going to finally drop the bomb and tell you how they feel. But it's like they get there and then they're like, no, I'm going to go and, explore something else. Knight of Cups is a Pisces energy. This doesn't necessarily have to be a Pisces, but the Piscean energy is very free-flowing. It doesn't really know what it wants. It's mutable. It goes back and forth on what it wants. And if you're a more direct energy, like here, this is, I believe this is Libra, you may be more direct in what you want. You may be more of the initiator, but you have something going on where you're not willing to be the initiator because you're waiting for this person. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. It's like you have the initiative, but you don't want to take it. You're also very much, you want this person to come to you. So there must be some reason that you're telling yourself, like, okay, I tried at this stage, the ball's in their court, they're coming to me, that's fine. But it's like if you have that situation you've set up for yourself, and you're, again, forsaking all others, it's not going to work out in your favor, and it's really going to just result in lost time. There's nothing worse than lost time, in my opinion. So, your advice is the Ten of Pentacles. This could be suggesting you talk to an older person, talk to an older family member, consult somebody who has more experience, because this talks about your ancestors. This talks about the elderly folks in your community and family. Can we clarify the Ten of Pentacles? Clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please. Okay, this could be telling you to talk to your mother or your grandmother, or your very, very bestest friend. The Queen of Cups is the Queen of Hearts in traditional cards, and she's everybody's sweetie pie. So honestly, if you have someone here who cares about you very much and wants to help you out of this, because this energy, while you may be very stubborn, very stoic, and you may not even show, you may have your game face on all the time, I feel like that's kind of who you are. You may have some very fixed energy too. I said Libra here just because this card's here, but you guys may be like a Taurus, or have Taurus in your chart, or like Scorpio, or any one of these fixed signs. Who are the other fixed ones? Leo and Aquarius. These are fixed energies, which means that you can sometimes be stubborn in relationships and hang on to them. So if you have that information, or that in your chart, once you've got something in your head, maybe it's difficult for you to let go, or it's very stubborn, it's hard for you to change your mind about something. And this might be saying, this is your own undoing in a way. So you want to be gentle with yourself and allow yourself to open up to other potential. Now, I'm not obviously going to be the one to, unwed you from your stuck place. But whoever this person is here, the Queen of Cups, that sweetie pie, that person who can consult you, this can even be like an establishment, like a hospital. So if you need therapy, you could go get a therapist. If you don't need therapy, then this might be saying that you need to speak to an older person, someone who knows better, someone who's loved and lost. The Queen of Cups is very melancholic. She's been through it all. She can, maybe guide you to a better perspective, a better solution, or maybe she's been in a situation that's been very similar to what you are experiencing now. Maybe this is also a call for you to feel your sadness so you can move on from this inaction, because maybe you're not allowing yourself to feel sad. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group 4. Let's move on to the I keep calling it a pentacle, the pendulum. So I would suggest you ask a question regarding this reading or some aspect of it. I mean, you can ask if you're going to win a brand new car if you like, but I feel like with the energy of this reading, perhaps you shouldn't. But you're welcome to try other readings. Each of these piles have their own yes or no question at the end. So if you wanted to get a best out of 3 and see if that's your answer, that's a good way to go. You'll just have to fast forward to the pendulum part, okay? So what we're going to do here is this is going to be counterclockwise is no and clockwise is yes. And I'm doing it from my perspective here, so that's what I'm going to be seeing. So it may be opposite to you, but this is what it looks like to me, okay? So I'm going to get the momentum spinning. I'm not actually using this, I'm not actually like swaying the pendulum to get the answer. I have to set it in motion for it to take motion, you know? So I'm holding it as still as I can. Think of your question, and actually I'm going to wiggle it more because I didn't ask you to think of your question. So think of your question now, and yeah, let's see. Looks like a yes. We got a yes. Hopefully it's a good question that has a good yes. So your answer is yes, group 4. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get a private reading with me, you can. My link is in the Etsy, in my Etsy shop, and it's down in the description box. And God, I say that also like I'm going to say this 5 times tonight. But yeah, my readings start at a very affordable $10. So if you want to give me a shot and take a risk and try that $10 reading, that's a good way to kind of get into this, answer a quick question, see how you feel. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to move on to group 5. Hey group 5, this is your itty bitty little cute Labradorite pendant. This is my littlest one. It's very petite, but it's nice for everyday wear. It's very eye-catching. It's got that sort of pearlescent look. This is what it looks like compared to this one here. And this one actually has better stone quality in my opinion. It looks much more shiny. But yeah, hopefully it'll be in my shop soon. And let's move to your cards. So hang on. I hate when like one of my cards is reversed, and I guess it's just the 3 of Swords today. All right. So all right. Singles, group 5, last but not least. What is your love energy going to be like in the month of September 2020 as a single? What's coming your way in the month of September? And ooh, that's nice. We'll take it. We'll take it. What challenges might you face in the month of September 2020 in regards to love? What challenges we're looking at? And what advice are you looking at going forward? Okay. Got the King of Swords for your advice. So what are we looking at? Queen of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 4 of Swords. So the energy you're going to be in is very charismatic, very sexy, very pretty, very charming. You're going to be dramatic and pretty, and you're going to be expressing yourself. It looks like a very steamy type of energy. You could be a Leo. This is your month. Not September, but like right now, you know, maybe you're already in this energy here in August, and you're kind of going to continue to go with it into the month of September. I think that though it's very positive looking, can we clarify the Queen of Wands? Yeah, energy. So it looks like you're going to be exiting some aspect of your life. I don't think you're going to be walking away from the search, although, you know, maybe you are if you find somebody. And we got the Wheel of Fortune here. So what's coming your way, Wheel of Fortune, is very positive. That is, you know, this sense of, I'm not saying that this is a destined thing, because that's not truly what I believe, but this could feel destined. You could have a destined meeting, a chance encounter, something that might change, because I'm seeing change here as what's coming your way, and I'm seeing your energy is walking away from, like willingly walking away. So this could be indicating that you might find somebody Let's see. Can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune? Clarify the Wheel of Fortune, please. Come on. Let's take this. Oh, yes. Okay, so something's going to change. You may find somebody to go steady with. You may find somebody who kind of makes you want to stop dating around. You might have someone who's decided to make a commitment, whether it's a long-term commitment or just a, yeah, I'll continue to meet you, you know, once a week or something like that. Or maybe maybe this is you leaving the comfort of not having to meet people, and this is you going out into the world and dating. The Three of Cups is very favorable, especially with what's coming your way. This is dating. This is like, so if you're not dating, you're totally going to date. If you're already dating, you found somebody that you're going to kind of see more often and you're going to have a good time. So this is really good, and it's going to feel like a very lucky, prosperous time for you right now. That's kind of what I'm seeing, and I really don't see it any other way. What's the challenge? Maybe you won't get enough rest. Honestly, the challenge in this, the Four of Swords, maybe there's not enough time for you to get to take a breather. You might be spending a lot of time with somebody. Let's see here. Clarify the Four, please. Oh, King of Wands. Okay, well, we got the King of the Wands and the Queen of Wands, so that's positive. Jeez. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie, guys. It kind of looks like you're not going to get much rest. So that's pretty good. So, you know, now when I say not get much rest, this could be you're thinking about this person a whole lot maybe, and you're not getting much rest. You know, maybe this person's spending a lot of time with you, that sort of thing. So it's like whatever the stage is in, it's going to be positive, but it's also going to be exhausting. You know, like good things can be amazing, but they can also you know, take all the energy out of you because it's like too much happiness, too much fun, too much cloud nine, that sort of thing. So this may be saying that you may not have enough time to take a breather from this King of Wands, whether your gender's irrelevant here. So if you're male looking for male, female looking for female, it doesn't matter. Non-binary looking for non-binary, doesn't matter. But whoever's embodying this energy is complimenting you, I want to say. So, but the Four of Swords, as far as a challenge goes, really not that bad. It just looks like maybe you'll have difficulty taking a break, or maybe you'll need to take a breather. Overall, I don't sense that it's bad, but I have a feeling that you're going to be kind of like walking away from all the potential that you could be dating as like finding people. This could be saying that the potential is being you're abandoning it. You're saying, you know what, that's fine. I kind of like what I have. I'm gonna just leave all these people who are in my inbox. I'm just gonna leave them behind, and I'm gonna go with this guy because he seems pretty rad. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it's actually pretty favorable. So what's the advice? We got the King of Swords. Clarify the King of Swords, please. What's the advice with this King of Swords here? Okay. I think you want to be rational. Don't rush into this. If you've been hurt before, you kind of know the score. Don't get too attached. Don't get too clingy. Maybe keep a bit of distance. This may not have anything to do like in regards to like a warning. This could be just saying, you know, maybe take a break as well. This is talking about round 1 in the middle, and then round 2 is next. So this could be saying that you want to go slow, take your time, recover when you need to. I feel like you do need to keep a little bit of distance, be a little aloof. You may be somebody who wants to get attached and kind of hang on for a long time. But you know, maybe this person's not that into it. They need a little bit more breathing room. We've got, you know, a fixed sign in Leo, and then I believe the King of Wands here is I think he's an Aries. Sorry. So he may need a little bit. This person may be very gung-ho, actually. You know, kind of going full force into this. I think that he's an Aries, but if he's a Sagittarius by chance, because I'm getting fire energy, I think this is I forget. But if you are running into a Sag, That person may need a little bit of wiggle room because they are mutable. We're looking at energies here, not necessarily zodiac signs, but especially here we weren't looking at somebody who wants to be very rational, just a little aloof. Don't get too clingy, too devoted. You know, this early on, it might scare them off a little bit. Not everybody goes at your pace. Not saying that your pace is wrong, but you need to be like, you know, if you're as into this person, you are probably more forgiving of this person's quirks, like maybe needing to take it slow and not really being completely sure. You seem like if you're sure about them, you're also sure that you can wait for them to, you know, come to your level. But it's just saying, you know, don't get too heavy. Give it a rest when you need to get a rest. You know, maybe this person needs to have a breathing room. They may like to be a little bit more solitary. So just keep that in mind. Don't take it personally is the big thing here. Just be very rational. If somebody says, oh my gosh, we spend so much time together, I kind of need to, you know, some space. Don't get upset. Be like the Knight of Swords, or be like the King of Swords, and be like, all right, that's right. Humans can be overstimulated. I do need to understand this, and he needs to recover. Like, you have to be analytical about it. Like, logically, people need sleep, they need to eat, and they also need alone time sometimes. There's just different types of people. So just keep that in mind. It's just telling you to be rational, be grounded, because it does look like you're going to be kind of like, you know, like a tornado of stuff, which is not bad, by the way. Just saying, not bad at all. So I'm going to move on to the pendulum. So the way this is working, and I've kind of explained this a couple times now, if this answer doesn't really work with you and you're not sure if it's correct, you can go to each video and pick the best 2 out of 3 and say that's your yes or no answer. You can take this answer for what it is. There's no wrong or right way to do it. You know, just kind of take it with a grain of salt as usual. I do have my Etsy readings. If you want to verify with a one-on-one, I can at least guide you and counsel you through the reading. So yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swing this pendulum. It's going to look like I'm swinging it, but what I'm doing is I'm setting it in motion here because it's not going to move unless I put some energy into it. And then from there, it's going to go clockwise, and that will mean yes, or counterclockwise, which means no. So let's take a look here. Ask your question about the situation. Oh, and try to make it about this reading if you can. Try not to go off topic. I mean, you can if you want. Like, it's your life, whatever. But, you know, I feel like if you keep it with the reading, the energy kind of stays with it. You know, you'll get a more accurate answer, I think. Yeah, let's see. So I'm setting it in motion. Ask your question. I'm going to hold this as still as possible. I am seeing clockwise from my perspective, so this is the answer is yes. So if you want to test it with other readings, you can pick them with your intuition, and then you can do best 2 out of 3. Or you can just get a private reading and I can help you from there. So anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. If you do like what I do, it does help the channel keep going, and it helps me doing what I'm doing. And anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.